Alright guys, welcome to this video. It's a little bit of a different style. Instead of it being straight educational or straight, funny like the skits we have, it's more of a podcast kind of form. So Anthony and I, we're just going to discuss some, huge topics going on, such as the coronavirus, overall just drop shipping, the economy, what we think is going on or what will happen, everything in between there. So welcome to the channel and stay tuned.
Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Ecom Street. If you guys are new here, please subscribe, look at all of our videos. You will not regret it, I promise you. Now, we're kind of just going to be talking about, I think the first thing we wanted to share is kind of like the coronavirus, whole thing that's been going on. Everyone's been updating everybody in the global news world, not even just that, but even the e-commerce world, right? And there's a lot of effects and what's happening with it, and we're just going to be here talking about just kind of chill video, nothing too formal. We're kind of speaking in front of the camera here.
There's still a lot of value here, though.
Yeah.
So ears open for sure. So start off, today is Thursday, March 12th, I believe.
Yep.
And so
as of filming,
last night, as we're filming. So last night, Trump announced that all travel from the U.S. and Europe, including I think it was like 26 countries in Europe, is just restricted. So unless like you're a U.S. citizen, like coming back, of course they're gonna let you in, but like traveling, tourism, and all that, business travel is banned. Like it's just not being accepted for at least 30 days. What does this mean for drop shipping? Not too much. So of course, like there's a huge difference between shipping packages instead of just like people traveling. So packages can still be going in and out to all those countries. A lot of Chinese suppliers are starting to go back to work and shipping out items because recently, like Wuhan especially, but like pretty much all of China, they didn't like celebrate, but like they were happy because the number of growing cases there are kind of plateaued.
It's starting to go down.
Starting to slow down in China. Of course, places like Italy, right, are super crazy now, picking up. Even the States now with over 1,000 confirmed cases. Again, this is all very micro. It's like a very small fraction of the population, but it's still something to keep your eye out for, right? Like it's still a huge global pandemic now, right?
They literally just announced that yesterday as a pandemic. World Health Organization kind of scared the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie.
For those of you that don't know, real quick, so there's two different kind of classifications that they have for these like emergencies with like health and everything. So there's an epidemic, which is kind of considered more local. So if it's happening, so coronavirus first started out as like an epidemic in Wuhan, then grew for the whole country of China. Now it's pandemic, so that's where it's affecting people nationwide and across the world, right? So now we're at the pandemic stage of this. So obviously it's bigger, it's growing. What does that mean, you think?
Dude, honestly, we're from Toronto, guys, okay? And literally like last week there was like 5 cases confirmed just in, I don't know if it was Ontario, like where our province is in Canada. Now it's literally tripled. Now it's today, as of today, just in Toronto there's 29 cases. Just in Toronto. In Ontario there's over like 120
cases, not deaths, right? Just cases.
I don't know if there was any deaths yet. But
I think there's one death so far, and like the person who died from it was like living like one of those like long term like retirement homes.
It was
like,
an older person. Yeah. So and the thing I'm worried about, guys, is like nobody knows if they have it or not. And the thing is, if you guys heard about the whole NBA, the NHL just released, actually as we're filming, they just released that they're suspending everything in the NHL as well. But the problem is that nobody actually knows they have it because apparently it takes 5 days to actually realize that you have the virus.
Somewhere between there.
And within those 5 days, you could be talking to your buddies, you could be talking to your family. Like, we could even have it. We could have it right now, and like that's it. We're done, right? Obviously, I hope not. Knock on wood, but it's scary. Like you don't know what's gonna happen until you actually get it, and then once you do have it, you kind of suspect that the people you talk to or your family's gonna have it too because you didn't realize. And I go to school downtown in Toronto, so everything's really like I take the subway, I take like the train. It's pretty. It's not clean. It's not a clean place.
Everyone holding those railings. And
stuff. No one knows how to cover their mouth properly when they sneeze. Nobody knows how to you know what I mean. So it's a really dirty place, and that's why today I was actually supposed to be at school as we're filming, and I didn't end up going. I'm probably not going to go tomorrow either. They've announced that some universities are going to be closing down as well. Like not yet, but as soon as it starts to like get even worse, which is I think is stupid personally.
What?
Why wait till there's more cases? Like close it right now. If they can suspend the NBA, they can suspend the NHL. Why wait? Like just close everything until they can contain this thing. Even with the airports too. Why not just ban traveling in general? Like I can understand if someone is living in another country right now and they're trying to get back home and they say okay you can't. Then I would say okay that's a hard situation. But I mean if they really want to contain this virus and just stop everything, they should just literally ban, shut down like what Italy just did. They literally shut down the country. And they're not doing anything. They should be doing the exact same thing here, I think, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of want to transition because you mentioned how like a lot of people in the train and stuff can't cover their mouths properly, and so it's great because, well, it's not good, but obviously it's important to follow precautions, right? And so, don't assume that like just because you're on the train next to someone that coughed that you're gonna get the virus. There's many ways to really increase the chances of you not getting it. That includes, of course, washing your hands with, of course, soap and water for at least 20 seconds, or any hand sanitizer with. I think it was like 60% alcohol or more.
Yeah.
It's really going to help you. So, of course, washing your hands. Of course, just eating healthy. So, try getting your vitamins, eating your nutrients from fruits and vegetables.
I think people with the masks are stupid, honestly, because the people wearing the masks.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you're wearing a mask, it's not going to help you because number one, a lot of them are wearing the mask and they have like cracks of like there's cracks.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And so you're still breathing in air. Like it's not going through the paper. Like you're still inhaling through those cracks. So you're still going to get the virus.
And if you have coronavirus, like people say, oh, if you have the virus, then you should wear the mask.
Yeah.
Well, if you have the virus, you're not out in public. You're in quarantine or you're like isolated. You're not going to be out and about working. You're not going to be doing anything.
Unless the World Health Organization says like everyone should wear a mask outside. Please don't, because number one, like it's not going to help you at all in terms of like contain the virus. A lot of people wear them wrong, and so you're still going to like have the same chance of getting the virus, and it's just not really smart, right? It doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't see any health benefits really. I mean, yeah, obviously it's supposed to protect you, but then again, people are scared of people wearing masks. Like even when I see downtown, like you'll see people and they kind of hurtle away from people wearing masks. They kind of like walk to the side. It's true. Like, I've seen people walk away, but like they don't have the virus. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to be out in public with the coronavirus. They're going to be in quarantine or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, on the positive side, I guess, I mean, if they didn't know they had it and they're wearing the mask, I guess that could protect, you know what I mean? Like, if they don't even know themselves, but I highly doubt, like, someone's going to be doing that just because they don't want to spread it, you know what I mean? Like,
but regardless, like, if you're coughing or sneezing, do it correctly into like, your arm. Don't just do it free and out or anything or into your hands.
I've been sanitizing like crazy, man.
Wash your hands like in the gym, especially. I'm washing my hands all the time.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful because you don't know. Like someone's picking up you're deadlifting, you're doing some free weights.
It's important, of course. Like
clean it, man.
Like the bottom line here is washing your hands. It's no matter what. Like before, like a workout, after a workout, during the workout, like wash on the equipment. Like now, it's super important too. So you really should. Of course, getting enough sleep and drinking enough water as well. If you're not doing that, it's a huge eye opener. Like you really should be drinking a lot of water and at least sleeping like 7-8 hours a day. That's super.
I think it's funny because I love how when there's like a virus now with this whole pandemic and people are actually taking like their health and their hygiene more seriously, and like everyone should just be doing that on a daily, right? If you think about it, like you should be washing your hands like a lot and you should be sanitizing, and no one
because there's still a flu
does
going
that.
around,
but
like,
now that there's a flu and there's something going on,
what I want to talk about.
Sorry?
It's kind of what I want to talk about next. Like
coronavirus
versus the flu. Like why is it put on a pedestal? And this is completely my kind of course, opinion. I have no evidence that it's right or anything, essentially. But this is my opinion. I've had a few other people agree with me, like other people that I've listened to. And essentially, I feel like the whole coronavirus, I think that it's being put on a pedestal too much. I feel like
they are kind of dramatizing it a bit.
Because simultaneously, as we're filming this video about coronavirus, the same amount of people or more are getting sick and dying from the flu.
There's more people that have the flu right now.
From the flu. That's number one. And I have tons of news apps, so like Bloomberg, Fox, CNN, all these apps, and every 5 minutes there's an update about the coronavirus or something to do with it. And I did some math, I did some research, and a lot of them, it makes a lot of sense to put more updates out because all of us, we can't stand but listen to the news. Like we want to know what's going on with the virus, right? To like protect ourselves. So we're forced to watch the news, which could lead to more advertisers. Like CNN has had the same like 2 advertisers I've seen there for so long. Like for me, it's GoDaddy and like this weird like game. But recently, there's a whole brand new flush of advertisers. So I feel like these news companies, of course, like they're not doing it solely for the purpose of making money, but they are making more money because more and more people are now watching the news than usual, right? Like I bet a lot of you are reading the news more often than you usually do.
Even myself. I mean,
Right?
I don't keep up with the news too much, and I should be, but it has opened my eyes a bit to
Like
keep it on.
every
track.
headline is about coronavirus or something to do with Trump, right? And so there's still a whole battle going on with Trump, and like, of course, I think it's Joe Biden or something that's going on there.
Joe Biden.
Yeah. That's going on with them there. And so there's a lot of stuff going on with the economy. This isn't the only thing we should be focused on. But of course, it's still affecting the economy tremendously. So like, no one is traveling. Like people are posting photos of themselves on planes with like no one on them really. And so no one's traveling. No one's going to hotels and restaurants and spending money. And so that can lead to a long-term issue. Stock markets too, right?
Stock markets completely took a dip. I think a couple of days ago. I don't know if it was Monday,
like
Tuesday.
Trading was halted for 15 minutes because
it was. They said this is the most. What did they say?
The Dow is the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah, like it was worse. Apparently, it was worse than like the Great Depression and the 2008 stock market crash. So I mean, that has something to say about what everything's been going on. Like even me, like I had some investments too that went down by a lot. And I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it. It's just how the market is right now.
If you're a trader, if you're trading stocks or forex or commodities, of course, like the obvious answer here for most companies is to short the market. So of course, sell as of course with opportunities. Now again, like, the markets are jumping up and down right now a little bit. Like I think like yesterday they went up a little bit.
They did go up and out. Today they went
1,600.
Today they went down even more.
And then back down. So again, like, if you're shorting the market, it's a lot of money to be made. Like, there isn't, that's kind of the perspective for everything. Like of course, like just look into ways to adapt. Like the best people in the world, I feel like the most like successful people in the world, of course, they have to like adapt, right? If to adapt. And so if you can adapt to this, like they officially also announced, I think yesterday, that the market is now bearish. It's fully bearish, so I think it's going down. Like bullish is up, so bearish is down.
It's just starting to recess now over time. Right?
So I think it's personally it's a little bit more of like market like correction. I feel like it's just like a little bit more of correction than it is.
Everything's been up lately. Right?
They've been really up, like Tesla, like all these companies have been really up. So like with the Dow unfortunately is like a very like low mark though. For the past couple of years, it's super low. Maybe we'll throw screenshots up or something, but. Yeah, I mean, mortgage rates also in the U.S. have also hit like a 3-year low or something like that as well. Mortgage rates are super low, so it's not a bad time to buy a house if you're looking to do that. But
well, I guess so. I mean, if you are buying a house, I guess it would be a good time. But I don't know. Everything's just
same with gold. Like gold's super cheap right now. Gold's on sale. Like the stock price of gold's on sale. So who knows? Obviously, there's opportunities here. So this is, like, basically what I'm trying to say is that I don't want you guys to look at this as if it's the end of the world, okay? We're all not going to die. You might get the virus, you might not. If you do, it's super easy to, like, beat off. Unless, like, you suffer from heart disease or obesity or have a high blood pressure or you're over the age of 65 or under the age of 6, then you're really not going to, like it's very, very unlikely that you're going to die from this. You might get it, fight it off in a week or so. Of course, you're going to be sick, but we've all been sick before. Like, it's not the best, but you can still, do e-commerce on your laptop.
It's a bad fever, basically. That's
essentially bad fever. Like, you're not going to be throwing up and stuff tremendously. Just like fever, cough, sore throat. It's annoying, but it could be a lot worse, right? But a lot of you watching this video most likely are not very high likely to get it. As of right now, as long as you follow the proper precautions and whatnot. But aside from coronavirus, guys, just to, of course, come back to what we mainly focus on here, which is e-commerce, things are going fairly smooth. So suppliers are returning back to work. Sourcing products is becoming a lot easier as it was before. Some fulfillment companies are taking a little step back and not taking on new clients. That completely makes sense. So if you're currently sourcing from AliExpress, you might be stuck there for a little bit. And you should expect, of course, an increase in your shipping time just because of what's going on. Like end all be all, like there just isn't enough like trucks, planes, trains, like especially planes right now flying around to just have the same shipping times as before. So say for example your supplier just tells you or it says it's like 20-day shipping, expect it to be at least 3 to 5 days more longer now.
Probably more than that, man.
Probably more.
Yeah, a lot more than that.
So again, like we're not going to advise you how to tell your customers that, but maybe have it somewhere announced on your website or like your order tracking page or even like your emails and texts or whatever you're doing. And just announce like it might be a little bit longer. As long as they're able to track it, there should not be an issue at all. Most suppliers will tell you as well. It might be take a little bit longer, and they'll kind of help like do their best, of course. But yeah, do expect. So now you're kind of able to source new products, but shipping time's a little bit longer. That's why I'm with a fulfillment center and whatnot. But
If you guys are scaling something big right now, you're better off just going to a company that ships from the States.
Yeah, if you're scaling, if you're scaling something, I really
get
hope
some physical inventory. Honestly,
have
guys,
logistics.
It's gonna hurt at first, putting the money up front. But if you guys are serious about what you're doing, and if you want to take the next step in this, just order the upfront inventory, have it shipped from the States. You don't have to worry about any of this Chinese
States, Canada
shipping. Or,
I feel like if you're scaling, I feel like a lot of people once they begin scaling, they realize, okay, I need a fulfillment center. So if you're scaling and you're just still doing it through AliExpress, I've never actually done that before. Through AliExpress, never straight through. Maybe first 1,000 orders to AliExpress, but never after that. No way. But regardless, though, of the current market and economy, what's going on with the whole coronavirus and whatnot, it's still never been better to, of course, start e-commerce or just at least learn about it and potentially transition into it as a side thing, right?
There is some good news, guys. After all of this we've been talking about, I know it's been kind of in your face and bad, but now we have some good things coming your way. Over the past month, we've been working on a course for you guys, a free dropshipping course, literally an intro to dropshipping, and we're literally so excited to release this to the public, literally on YouTube. We're not doing a traffic funnel for it. We're not doing anything where you have to sign up your email. No, nothing. There's no DM us to get it. It's all on YouTube for you guys, absolutely free, because we figured we just want to be a channel where we just offer value to people. We don't really care about getting leads or anything. We just want people to sign up to we don't want people to sign up to anything. We just want value to be given to everybody.
All we ask for in return is maybe a subscribe or a thumbs up.
That would help.
That's the most we ask for, so
yeah.
Right?
For sure, guys. But literally, stay tuned for that, because that is something we put so much work into, and we're just so excited to show that to you guys. We know it's going to help out a lot of people, and if you guys ever have any questions about it too, feel free to DM us. We get tons of DMs every single day asking about the course or just general questions about e-commerce, so never be afraid to hit us up in there. We always answer. We always try our best to look through everything, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, literally. The course is the main one that we're launching first here. Hopefully by the end of this month of March. Hopefully it gets released by then. It's more of an introduction. So if you've been doing this for over a year or so, it's not going to bring you as much value as someone who's brand new or less than 1 year into it. Of course, you can still watch it and learn a few gold nuggets that we came up with.
There's some golden nuggets for introductory.
Regardless, you'll learn something. But if you're brand new or you're under a year or 6 months of doing this, you're going to benefit a lot. It goes through, of course, making the store, product research, a little bit of ads and whatnot. Of course, we might launch some more courses in the future.
100%.
Depending on how you guys react and how we feel about it. But the main reason it's taking us so long to actually get it out to you guys right now is because of the editing. So filming only took about 3 to 4 to 5 days. I think it was 3 days.
Yeah.
And
we recorded all the audio. It's basically what we did was we did we set it up into modules. Okay, so we have module 1, module 2, module 3. And each one is specific.
It's we have golden access here, and they know exactly what to expect now.
Yeah. So you have your introduction, kind of, right? We have building the store. Then we also have the product research phase, and then we also have the setting up Facebook. And it's a bit of a screenshot and screen recording and PowerPoint presentation mix. There's some cool animations
it's
that we're
super
gonna be
easy
throwing
to
in
watch.
there. Yeah, there's never going to be a time where you guys are just staring at a screen with nothing happening. There's always going to be stuff put out in front of you, whether it's information or cool animations. Your attention will be captured.
And that's why it's taking us so long. Yeah. A lot of this editing is super busy work, so it's time consuming.
It's very time consuming.
But it's worth it for you guys. So we're putting the work. We have someone else helping us out with editing.
Yeah.
And so hopefully by the end of this month of March, it should be out there just forever. Yes, rewatch it as much as you want.
All right, guys. That wraps it up for this video. Cool video that we just did, pretty chill. Nothing really thought out. We just want to talk in front of the camera. Literally. But there is a lot coming your way. We have a lot planned for you guys. Like always, we have lots of videos that are literally scheduled right now just to be uploaded. So we're literally doing this all the time.
You guys definitely learned a thing or two in this video. I really hope you did. If you did, of course, drop a like or subscribe if you haven't yet. And
thumbs up.
We'll see you guys soon.